We're not leaving. Summer's
Who are you
gonna
waving
leave.
to? Summer's leaving. Okay? She's gonna go home for a little while.
Yeah.
She's gonna hang out with her family. Okay? Okay. She said okay.
Okay, for now.
She's leaving.
Yeah.
Aww.
That's just a second. I'm gonna hang out just a couple more minutes. Is that okay?
This girl loves to go. She had a major tantrum turned into meltdown coming home. Hi, Ab. Had a rough time?
Yeah, she's worked up since we got off the exit.
Yeah. You know where you live. Recognize the area. She's like, no, wait. I like traveling. Yes, we're home. Home from Atlanta. Happy to be home. Oh, there's a lot of laundry. Let's leave. So I've seen some comments about, like, you know, why we aren't talking about and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, not just like the education factor and all that we try to provide in the vlogs, but I feel like, you know, there's an entertainment value too, and we want there to be an escape for you guys, you know, from the real world. You see enough of it. I'm not going to share any information that you don't see on the news. And
Right, like it's not our place. I mean, there's really nothing we can tell you guys that you don't already know or can't find somewhere else.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Yeah, just that we're doing all the right things to not get sick or spread it.
Yeah.
And someone made a good point. Priscilla saw a comment, like, I never realized how often I touch my face.
Right.
Until they're like, don't touch your face. And you're like, ah. It's terrible. Yeah, summer's going home. Not related to anything going on in the world.
No. It's
Just
technically my spring break. So
yeah.
I was going.
It started Saturday?
Yeah.
Was your spring break?
Well, yeah.
I was gonna go to New York, but I canceled because of all the things going on. So
Right.
I'm gonna go spend some time with the family.
We've had a ton of things canceled. Priscilla was supposed to go to Houston at the end of the month for a makeup university thing. The Fam Fest was canceled in California, so we're not going to that now. Everything's been canceled. School's been canceled. The kids are out for at least another week. So we'll see. They may switch over to online classes, but we don't know yet. We don't have any information on it yet. So
No.
I don't know how you're going to do online classes, Abby. How is that going to work?
She's like, it's not.
I don't need school. We'll have to set up a routine for Ab, and we'll talk more about that later. Like when we'll probably start that this week. We're gonna sit down, whiteboard, you know, and figure out a routine for her so she has a routine, or else she's gonna get stir crazy, and it's gonna be
Well,
it's
and
gonna
we
be a rough
already
week.
set up, she's gonna have speech therapy and ABA this week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I want to set up some kind of routine of leaving the house, though. You know, like going to the park for a walk. You know, there's very limited human interaction there, so that'd be a safe place to go. All that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
it was
course.
awesome.
Thank you for all your help. Drive safe.
It's not funny. She's leaving. It's not. She's leaving.
I love you.
Better than crying.
Okay, we'll see you in a week.
Yep. Thank you for this.
Drive safe.
My first Atlanta experience.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Yeah, text me when you get there.
I will.
Tell Mom and Dad we said hey.
Oh, I'll send you all the videos of the squirrels.
Okay.
Your backpack's out here, so.
Oh, okay. It's a little hectic.
Pay attention to the road. Don't shake hands with anyone.
Nope.
Oh God, I wish I had a travel size hand sanitizer and send it with you. Here,
That's
I have this one. It's no Lime Life, but it's something.
It's cute. I'll put it on my bag.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Me too.
Drive
Bye.
safe. Have a good week.
Are you so happy to be back in your room? You have torn it up in here, girl. Some lighting from the world, huh? Goodness sakes, where'd all this stuff come from? You so happy to be back in your room? I know, hotel beds suck, huh? What? What's wrong? I know. You happy to be home? Can you pull that curtain out from behind you so you don't pull it down? Fix the curtain. The curtain? No, that one. Put it back behind the couch. Thank you. Leave it there, okay? Okay. Do you want me to go? You need a break from me? You need to leave me alone? You're done. Okay, I'll go. Where are you going now? Where are you going? All right. That's a weird toy you got for Christmas. Priscilla ran to the grocery store to get a few more things. So we would, just stuff we needed. Well, a little stocked up, but just stuff we needed. How was grocery shopping?
Well, it was an experience.
Yeah?
I bought things that I probably shouldn't have, but I kind of panicked a little bit because the shelves are so empty. Like, so empty. Except for lean cuisine meals. If you want a lean cuisine meal.
Here I am, I'm like, we're not talking about the whole thing going on because, and...
But this is why.
Okay, but the thing of it is, it affects our family and, our family, we put our daily life out there, so...
Right. So this is the reason I panicked, okay? So I'm listening to the Publix employees. So typically we prepare for, hurricane season.
Right.
And we're like, okay, we run out of stuff and they bring it in from another state.
Yeah.
Well, Publix is like, okay, we're gonna restock in the morning. And I'm like, awesome. And they're like, but eventually we're gonna run out of things, and they can't go to
Other states.
Georgia or Washington State and get their stuff, because guess what? They're all panicking too. So at some point,
Excuse me.
you're gonna run out of things.
Excuse me. I see. Captain Crunch. You never know when we're going to need Captain Crunch.
You never know.
Wow, babe. I thought you were getting a few things.
I did.
Yes.
This is the only creamer they have left.
I don't know if you've ever bought dried apricots.
So that was my whole charcuterie, because there was fancy cheese left. I'm like, I could do a charcuterie board for the thing. So I got some chocolate covered.
You're kind of ridiculous.
Well, we're prepared.
A charcuterie board just for our family, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to a bunch of other people's hands in your food.
Right. No.
Yeah.
No. You know what they did have?
Huh. Easy cheese. Priscilla's go-to, guilty pleasure, emergency panic food. Chicken on a biscuit and easy cheese.
In a biscuit.
In a biscuit. There is 0 chicken in this and 0 cheese in this. So it's disgusting.
So funny,
I
right?
can't do it. It's gross.
Hey, do you remember this from when we first got married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ate that a lot
Yeah.
before you could cook.
Yeah.
Okay, so but the news is very conflicting though, because USA Today U.S. News is talking about the kids could be out of school until the end of the year, and it's a whole thing. They're kind of
My dad.
They're putting all the worst of the worst case scenarios into play, as far as lockdown and not coming in basically not coming in human contact for 14 days with anyone, and then. But then, Trump is stop buying all the groceries. So I don't even know what.
My dad said Seattle is basically shut down.
Yeah.
They don't go back to school till the end of April. They don't have anything scheduled in April.
I think Minnesota, is April as
Oh,
well.
really?
I think so.
Well,
Minnesota
my
and
friend in
California are both pretty
Louisiana.
strict.
My friend in Louisiana just said they're April.
Wow.
So, Abbie, turn the light on, please.
Power just went out. Great.
So that was the other thing, is I kept going, okay, I need to get things in case the power goes out. I'm like, it's not a hurricane, Priscilla. It's not a hurricane.
Hey, can I show him your arm? Can I see your arm? This one. Turn it. So that's what happens when you bite, huh? When you get mad. So that's Abigail when she gets really mad, she'll start to bite herself when she goes from that tantrum. I know I was talking about earlier, started with a tantrum, ended up with a meltdown. That's totally possible. Some behaviorists might disagree with me, but I don't care. I've had this conversation before with our therapist, and because the behaviors are very similar between a tantrum and a meltdown, and behaviorists base their data off of behaviors rather than other factors. I don't really know. Don't quote me on that. But all I know is that the same behaviors are what is marked between the two, so they don't differentiate when it comes to the behaviors. The thing is that I'm not for treating behaviors, treat the cause, take care of the cause of that to avoid a meltdown and a tantrum. The reason why it started as a meltdown is because if we did not come home, then the behaviors likely would have changed. So that's a tantrum. if you can change an environment, if you can change a situation, if you can give the child what they are melting down about or tantruming about, then that's not a meltdown, that's a tantrum. But Abigail will elevate to the point in her tantrums where she no longer has control, and that's when it becomes a meltdown. Where no matter what we do, the behavior is going to remain the same. And that's just, so that's been our experience with it. And then she gets to that point where we do actually have to restrain her, or else she's going to hurt herself even more than leaving bruises. She actually has like a rough patch on her forearm right there, where she's killed those skin cells from biting so frequently. You said 40 cure cream should fix that though, huh?
Yeah.
Make it a lot better anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, so would you say that because we know Abigail, like, it's a lot easier to tell when it's a tantrum versus a meltdown? Because I feel like I know what kind of things might set her off for different situations, And so when you're saying, like, if you can give it to her, then it's, and stop the situation, then it's more of a tantrum, right?
Yes.
So, like, I know that not giving her food, that when she wants it constantly, might turn into a tantrum.
Yes.
So, like, I feel like knowing the kid makes it a lot easier to determine that.
Yeah, sort of. But then at the same time, you got to look at it's really just like the cause. What is the cause of it?
Right. Okay.
What, when we're coming home and she doesn't want to come home, that's tantrum. Mm-hmm. Then that tantrum leads to a meltdown sometimes. But then like meltdowns can start without any association with the tantrum. And you're like, what happened? And it could be sensory input. She doesn't have a whole lot of sensory meltdowns in that same form where she's just out of control like that. A lot of time, the ones that we've talked about before have been like when we went to the hockey game and she had that sensory meltdown and was just sobbing afterwards and just, inconsolable. But we're working on it, huh? Coping mechanisms to help you so that you don't get to that point, right? I want to say, I had this idea, like an original thought, but I'm not the only one. I actually just saw Making Strides for Autism. They post on Instagram the schedule for being home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, lots of people are doing this.
Yeah.
Which lots of people do this during the summer and stuff anyway.
Right.
Breaks and stuff. Okay, so we had this whiteboard that we purchased and never actually used for our business side of things. Because we keep everything on our phones. But this would be good because whiteboards are good because it's visual. You walk into a room and you see it, be like, oh yeah, we got to do our schedule. But this will definitely be helpful in keeping Abigail from freaking out from a loss of a schedule and keeping us, from not doing things because we have work to do and we can always do work.
Right.
So,
Question.
yeah.
Can we still go to the park?
Yeah, we're going to the park.
Part of
Yeah.
the schedules.
Isaiah's organizing Monopoly. We're gonna play Monopoly as a family.
Don't worry, guys, my hands are clean.
Disinfect our
That's the only cash you should.
That's all I was like. I know. I was like, oh my gosh, we can't exchange hands.
They have Monopoly with a credit.
Yeah, they do have that. We should get
Get
that.
that one. Okay, so things we're gonna do.
Pool.
Oh man, we ready for that? I want to put that to the end of the week. Give it a few more days of warm up.
74, that's good degrees.
It's not though. Like normal pool temperature is like 82.
Alright.
Put that at the end of the week. Wow, you're jumping right in on Thursday. Okay, that's your end of the
we
week.
leave Friday.
Okay, true. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we leave Friday for?
We have to go to Charleston.
Oh, Charleston,
For
yeah.
a memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
Okay.
Did you want to?
Yeah. So,
If you guys remember back,
a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now, so I had 2 family members pass away on the same day. Out of respect, I'm not gonna go into detail or anything, but
yeah.
so we're going to Charleston for a memorial this weekend for both of them. So, yeah, tough times.
Yep.
So she has speech therapy at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Perfect. What's a morning thing? So obviously she wants to wake up and chill. So like late morning, we could do an activity or something that would create some kind of routine. Mm-hmm. Maybe a chore. What about a chore?
I was gonna say I have orders to package.
Okay.
She could package some
Right.
orders with me.
And the thing of it is, like, it doesn't need to be hour. Like, it could be a 10-minute activity.
Right.
Just something to engage your brain and get her doing things. Cool. Package order.
And then the park in the afternoon.
Park in the afternoon.
Okay, so that's enough to like plan a day, don't you
Yeah,
think?
I think let's add on Monday, like just outside time in the morning, just like out
Yeah.
on the patio. So yeah, so that's just the idea of it. You know, we're gonna have these routines which are important, and just implement this throughout the week. And anything special that goes on, we'll just kind of stick it in there. A good idea, like with Abigail, we don't, you know, we obviously want to limit unnecessary human contact. As much as possible. This is really blown up. Like you guys saw us go to Mexico, and then you saw us go to Atlanta. Like this blew up when we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's when it really was like, oh crap, okay, they're doing stuff. So, you know, I know the vlogs are several days back that from what you guys are seeing them, but that's when this really hit. So we're trying to plan according to that, you know, according to what the CDC is recommending and stuff like that. So we may leave the house to go like get a treat, but actually have that treat with us.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah, because I bought stuff that we could make like cookies, and we could take it somewhere and
Right.
like, give her a cookie. But it's
Because she wants to
still-
leave the house, she wants to go get a treat. We'll take the cookies with us instead of buying them somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the park is good because when we say park, we don't mean like playground necessarily.
Right,
'Cause
it's not- it's just walking.
Yeah, we're just walking through.
Yeah,
the
Mom
park.
and I talked about that earlier. It's still pretty limited human contact.
Yeah.
You might walk past somebody and say hello, but that's about it. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do this week. I'll take you guys along with us, and we're going to go play Monopoly. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye,
See ya.
Bye.
guys.
Oh. Ab say, oh, she's all cut it up. Ab say bye. Bye. Gosh, there goes a good portion of our audience. Summer's gonna be in the vlogs for a week. Then when Isaiah leaves, you guys might as well quit watching. Family's gonna be totally different then.
Bye, guys. Say bye bye.
It's not. This is
Do it.
not. Her
Do
job.
it. Do it. Paw at it. Just do it. Just.
Yeah, whole paw.
Whole paw. You gotta put your whole paw over it, or your face.